Hey everybody, welcome back to our 100% playthrough. When we last left off, we made our way to Monstro Town, and now we are running a few errands before we head back there. Shouldn't take too long. We gotta go round up those flags that the three musty fears hid from us. First flag is going to be here on Yoster Isle. It's between the letter O and A, just like the Boo told you. There you go. You just gotta press A once you've found the right spot. And here, Raz and Rainy finally made their way on their honeymoon. And Raz has gambling on his mind, so he's like, hey, you got the bright card. You should go gamble with it. But there are a few characters in this game that allude to the existence of Great Guy's Casino, but nobody really does a great job of telling you how to get there. Here we are behind the wooden flower. There we go. Okay, and then we need... Oh yes, talking to that star in Monstro Town has opened up our final song for Tadpole Pond. I am a lyrical genius. I mean, a musical genius. But going back to what I was saying about Great Guy's Casino, the game doesn't really do a good job of telling you where it is. Using my ROM hacking abilities, I've poured through the code to see if there's any like good hint out there that maybe nobody knows about, or maybe was, never used or anything like that. And there's really not. There's one guy who, I think he's sleeping in Nimbus Lands Inn, where if you talk to him while he's sleeping, you can read a leaflet that he's holding that says, hey, come to Great Guy's Casino near Bean Valley. 3 jumps and a bright card get you there. With no chomps allowed. That's as close as it gets. So the room with the golden chomp, I guess, is supposed to be your hint. Okay, now we compose our own ending to Todovsky's song. I like to do the slow sandwich method. This part's just for fun. Do whatever you like. It's beautiful. Alright, let's see how it sounds. Not bad, huh? And if you want to change the ending and you want to, or listen to the song again, you could just talk to Todovsky again. But now that we have all 3 of the musical cards that he has to offer, this shop will sell you not only Kiro Kiro Colas, but they'll sell it to you at a wholesale price. You can buy them for 200 coins, and you can also sell them for 200 coins, so not bad. We did pick up ourselves up some cricket jam, so let's go give that to our grandpa. Gives you some frog coins for your trouble. I appreciate that he calls it an allowance. Is Mario 14 or 40? Who knows? Alright, now that with that out of the way, let's head to the Mushroom Kingdom. Gotta pay a visit to our next cameo. Our guest is resting. Who could that be? And it's Samus. She has a very limited appearance in this game. I think she's only available from when you first get to Monstro Town to, I think, when you first get to Nimbus Land. I think. Not 100% on that one. But I remember the window's pretty tight. It's really easy to never find her. And here we are, under their green bed is our Dry Bones flag. Alright, now that we've finished our errands, let's head back. Monstro Town. Of course, we need to turn in our flags to claim our prize. The prize you get for your troubles is the Ghost Medal. The Ghost Medal has the property of starting the battle with Defense Up and Magic Defense Up status, so it's pretty good. Alright, I'm feeling spicy, so let's rematch our good friend Jinx. Actually, Bowser. Bowser is probably a better candidate than Geno for this fight, because Bowser has high physical stats. How we doing on cash? We got some cash. Alright, Jinx round 1. Let's do this. Jinx, all things considered, is not that hard to beat, even in his third form. You could probably do it just fine. Fear does not work against him, but it's a free 100 damage. So sure. But Jinx, honestly, I could beat him in his third form right now. It would just be a bit tedious, because he has high defense in his third form. I'd rather just do that later. I mean, heck, I could probably beat Culex too. Turns out when you've played this game a million times as a kid, even the tough bosses aren't that tough. Nice. He uses Valor up after you've roughed him up a bunch, once you've gotten his HP down to half. So we must be doing okay. But as you can see, even here in his first form, Bowser only did 60 damage with a timed attack against his Valor up. So imagine that in his third form, you'd be doing even less. Alright, there we go. Another one down. He let us have that round. Ooh, Mr. Big Shot. Okay. Now that we're heading up to Bean Valley, who do we want on our team? I'm gonna let Malo be on our team during the Nimbus arc. So let's... yeah. So this is fine. The boss of Bean Valley loves turning you into mushrooms, so having Toadstool on your team to heal status effects, it's a good idea. Let's see. Alright, one last stay. And we'll stay at the inn later. Alright, we've done everything we need to do here for now. Instead of walking back through Belome Temple, you could just go back to Land's End on the world map and walk the front way to the cliff, but I think this is shorter. And plus, there is something we need to do here. We need to get some treasure. Nice. Now that's the one we want to take us to the treasure room. Okay, so when you give him the key, he just kind of disappears. There's an unused dialogue where he's supposed to say something like, "Ew, a mouthful of rust. Oh well, thanks anyway." But for whatever reason, in the final product, they opted to have him just not say anything. I don't know why. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, for the sake of being thorough, we're probably going to use this guy, just so you can see what it looks like. But first, coming back out here to the gecko room, if you talk to this guy, he'll ask if you want to buy another star. And he will be back soon, TM, and you can pay him 800 coins to get another star and rampage through the geckos. So, if you have nothing better to spend your money on, it's not a terrible idea. Alright, let's do it. There we go. And to the cliff. Everyone's favorite minigame, the shell climbing minigame. Your mission is to scale the cliff by jumping shell to shell. They actually made this a bit harder in the remake, and I don't know why. Okay, I'll show you guys the super secret animation the Commander Troopa plays if you have nothing equipped when you earn the Troopa pin. But the time starts as soon as you touch down on this topmost step. You can tell from the clicking noise. $10 seconds 60. Not bad. I'd be a great Sky Troopa if only I had wings and a shell. And now he'll pin it on you. There you go. If you don't have anything, if you do have something equipped as an accessory already, he won't equip it on you, and he'll just hand it to you. But where's the fun in that? But the Troopa pin's a good accessory. It's the counterpart to the Ghost Medal. It raises your attack and magic special attack at the start of the battle, and also increases your speed. But incidentally, this is probably the best place to get frog coins in the game, because if you get a fast enough time, he'll give you 5 coins if you do it again. I'll do this once more, and then I'm sure we'll be back here at some point to get more. This is a 100% run. We gotta buy all the stuff from that frog coin accessory shop. So in the remake, you have to get under 10 seconds to get the 5 frog coin reward. Very harsh. But here we are at Bean Valley. Home to bees? I don't think there are any actual beans here. They should have called it Bee Valley. Nintendo, hire me. And that pipe is pointless. It takes you to this area that does nothing. Gotta show it to you. Hidden chest over here. Flower chest over here. The bees. Sheepify me. Nice. Look at this amazing dodging skill. Okay, each of these pipes has a piranha stuck on top of it. To get through the pipe, you have to wait for that shy away to water it, so that it becomes big enough to fight. I forget what the Japanese name for piranha plant is, but I do know that in the Japanese version, these particular piranha plants, the chewies, are called like blue piranha plants, even though they are clearly green. I don't know, doesn't make sense. Ah, the slot machine. Ah, okay, so if you line up 2 out of 3 of the pictures, you get that thing. You line up 2 mushrooms, or you get 2 mushrooms out of 3, you get a mushroom. 2 flowers out of 3, you get a flower. 2 stars out of 3, you get a rock candy. If all 3 match, you get a frog coin. If all 3 are different, you have to fight a chest enemy. This might be one of those enemies where Lamb's Lure does not work 100% of the time. Yep, there you go. Down the pipe. More slot machines. My favorite are the rock candies, but timing things is hard, guys. At least I'm consistent with that, apparently. I think the mushrooms are one of the worst ones to get. I'd rather have a flower or a frog coin. We'll go down that pipe last. I want to take care of these other ones first. I'm sure some of you already know why. Baba, black sheep. Have you any wool? Alright, 3rd time's a charm, right? Hey, we got a rock of candy. I was I was afraid I was about to get my 3rd mushroom, but hey, we got here. And a hidden Kiro Kiro Cola. Yeah, I think at the end of this video I'm gonna do some inventory management. Get rid of a few things. You know, just a random thought I have. When, what is it? The ESRB rates games, you know, decides if it's E for everybody, T for teen. Do they have to play through, like, the whole game to figure that out, including the side content? Like, how is that determined? Because I'm just thinking, kind of here toward the end of the game, there's some questionable stuff, like the fact that there's a child casino where you can gamble frog coins. Or the fact that there's a, you know, Valentina has some very big personality. Give Mario a boost. I mean, come on, guys. Valentina straight up jiggles in battle. That was an intentional choice, and it seems like everybody just kind of ignored it when the game got its E rating. These guys can actually pack quite a punch. About so. Let's keep Mario topped off. Nice. Keep it up, princess. You're doing great. $150 coins, you say? Do I still have the coin trick on? I do. Cool. And where's the hidden boy? There we go. Red essence. Best weapon, or weapon. Best item in the game. In my humble opinion, anyway. Alright, now let's go through the top pipe. I don't know, guys. I try to defend this game a lot, but I don't know. The requirements for Great Guys Casino are just so vague. I only know how to do it because my older brothers told me, but I don't know how they figured it out. It's back in those days, everything was, you know, word of mouth from other people, but who was the first person to figure it out? Maybe somebody out there really does have an uncle that works at Nintendo. Alright, so going through that path unlocks Great Guys Casino. This outdoor area, it has unused data for a blue toad NPC, like the ones that you see sleeping in inns throughout the game that actually reference the casino. I guess at one point maybe one of them was going to make it here. And there's also a Geno one. No idea what they were supposed to do. Okay, I don't really like the casino. So this, you pay 1 frog coin, and you can do the slot machine thing. Just like the one we saw in Bean Valley just now. Except the only way to win is to get all 3 in a row. And I kind of suck at it. But I'll show you it once, because, you know, that's just the kind of guy I am, you know? You pay 10 oh, I guess you don't wager frog coins on this one. You just pay 10 coins. I like how ominous this is. Match all 3 and you might win a frog coin, if we're feeling generous. At least they had the courtesy to make, like, the super fast one that's hard to time, the first one. But still. And here you can play blackjack. It works just like real life blackjack. Get close to 21 without going over. I'll start my own Mario game with blackjack and... I can't finish that line. So yeah, you have to wager a frog coin, and you get a frog coin if you win, but if you tie or lose, you get nothing. Six. Five, so that's 11. We want to draw a card. That puts us at 18. Well, we gotta stay. Of course you have 21, you cheater. Yeah, if you're trying to earn frog coins, the casino is really not the place to do it. You have to really like... I mean, if you really like blackjack and the slot machine, more power to you, but I don't know, it's just not my thing. And it's Great Guy. So he plays this fun game called Look the Other Way, where he will randomly hold up one of his fingers and you have to try, you have to look either left or right, and you want to try to not look at it. And it's just random. It's 50-50 chance whether you get it right or not. I don't know what to tell you. But if you do this 100 times, you can win a rare prize, a one-of-a-kind item called the Star Egg. And it's just... poof! Oh yeah, sometimes there's a good prize thrown in there too, like this. But yeah, it's the star egg. That's another one of those things where you have to be the one to decide if it's worth it or not. It's a reusable battle item, which is kind of neat, I guess. Oh wow, he's actually like giving out good stuff today. Guess we don't need the royal syrup. But yeah, I'm not gonna do... like I said, you have to do this 100 times. Which is kind of a slog. I'm not gonna do all 100 right now. I'm just trying to give myself a little head start for when I inevitably do it. Yeah. Sometimes you just get losing streaks. Sometimes you get winning streaks. It's all part of the game. You get your junk items just like Knife Guy gives you. You think you're so hot, but you're not. Poof, that was exhausting. I need a nap. Alright, this is not quite the end of the video yet, so don't bail on me just yet. Just trying to get another stay out of the way. Please leave. This would be much faster if I didn't have to do this every single time. Alright. I keep spending money and they keep giving me more. Alright. Just to give ourselves a, give us some action after that riveting content of the Look the Other Way game. Let's fight Jinx again. Round 2. We'll hang on to Geno, I guess. We're probably gonna use... okay, Jinx doesn't drop anything, so we don't need the, coin trick. Keep the princess on our team, but we'll keep Geno around for Geno boost. Alright, tiny guy, let's do this again. No crying if you get hurt. What is with this game and toxic masculinity? I know I said that Jinx is beatable at, even at this low, relatively low level we're at, but it turns out most bosses are beatable if you just use Geno Boost. That's why I've avoided using it up to this point. And he's already under Valor Up status. Gotta relax, my dude. That attack is normally an instant kill attack, but the safety ring prevents against insta-kill attacks, so that's why it missed. Mario too strong. If only I had my team gauge. Give it to him, princess. 2 damage. That's how we do it. Alright, there's round 2 down. He's placing his reputation on the line. I wonder how famous Jinx is. Like, does his reputation actually mean anything? Or is he just kind of a... People in Monstro Town know him, but that's about it. I don't know, Nintendo still won't return my calls. I would like to schlup some of my stuff off onto you. Probably don't need all of these. Get rid of a couple of these. Gosh, we're already at 740 coins. Well, I know the perfect way to blow them. Thank you, Purple Toad. Alright, here we go with another night down. Well done, team. This is riveting content, I know. Okay, let's stay at the inn one more time, and then we're gonna call it for this one. But, let's see. Do I have anything interesting to say? I guess not. Just the usual. If you want to keep up to date with my latest projects, be sure you check out the ROM Hacking developer blog. Always some good content on there. You might even learn a thing or two, if you're an aspiring ROM hacker yourself. But I've always got something in the pipe. Koopa Brothers Super Koopa RPG 2 is still on its way, eventually. Still working on that. The Endless Nightmare, Mario's Endless Nightmare, the roguelike one, still working on that too. I don't know, I get these ideas in my head, and I just can't get them out without, like, actually putting them onto paper and working on them. And you guys are the ones that get to benefit from that, I guess. I'm sure I'll have more videos in the future too, that aren't just playthrough videos. But until that day comes, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.